This is a huge one. Calendar of a rock star. So in my early stage of my career, I was kind of winging it, and it's pretty crazy. I'm glad I have the opportunity to share with you everything I learned in the past 10 years of my career. And I wish, and I really, really said again, I wish I would have known what I know now back then, 6, 7, let's say years ago. So calendar. I mean, a lot of us, some of you probably are really smart, already use the calendar. I wasn't one of those. I was always winging it, put one little thing on the calendar and then totally forget about it. So I can't stress enough. Your calendar is your Bible, is your life. I live my life through my calendar. We have this little thing on our hand constantly, which is our cell phone. Our cell phone is so powerful and it has all the tools that we need, but you have to utilize them. If you have all the tools, but you don't utilize the tools, you're doing nothing good to yourself. Now, the calendar. We utilize Gmail, Google Calendar, very easy to use. So, but you have to be really diligent. Look, scheduling and have a calendar in place, it's pretty much the core of a successful real estate professional. So this is my recommendation. We do have a sample of a calendar, which you're going to be finding into Trello, which is the great app you should have on your phone. Now, I wanted to share with you the importance of it. So calendar and events that you have in your calendar, they should be scheduled on a daily, every single day. Your showings, listing appointments, your dental, your doctor appointments and whatnot should be scheduled outside of what we call it calling times. The best time to call leads are from 8 a.m. all the way to 10:30 a.m. Then again, for lunchtime, around 11:30 all the way to 1 p.m. And then we have the evening times from 4:30 p.m. all the way to 6:30 p.m. Those are 2 hours of prospecting. These hours I just gave you, which is morning, lunch, and dinner time, those are the best time to call your prospects. Doesn't matter if you call them doing circle dialing, if you're calling the buyers or sellers or expired or whatnot, those are the best time, hands down, ever. You can understand, it's pretty easy to understand if you just put into perspective that people most of the times work from 9 to 5. So if they're heading to work, you're going to call them at 8:15, 8:30 a.m. They're driving. And if they're driving, most likely have a Bluetooth. So if they have a Bluetooth, they're going to have a conversation with you. On the way back home, let's say 4:30 or 5 o'clock, they get off of the office, same thing. You're going to be able to catch them, have a conversation with them. There's some people that do 8 to 4 or 9 to 5 or whatever the situation is. But trust me, the mornings and late afternoons and lunchtime is actually pretty good as well, especially twice a week on Tuesday and Thursdays. Those are really good times to call during the lunchtime. Now, the reason we stress so much about the calendar is because, most of the people, instead of owning the calendar, they have other people owning their lives. And this happened to me too in an early stage of my career. Now, I don't allow that to happen anymore. So if I do phone calls every day and I time block from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., now, guess what? Anything else happened after 10 a.m., it doesn't matter because I already did my prospecting. I put them, I already called 100, 150 people. I spoke to X amount of people that you have to talk to in order to achieve your goal. Same thing. And if you also do the prospecting time in the afternoon from 4 to 6, that's fantastic. So again, please, pay attention to this. Don't have other people run your life. Run your own life with your own calendar. You know your priorities, so put them down. Make sure you have your prospecting time in there, your showings time. It could be, at times I understand some people that work 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, they want to go see properties at 5 p.m. or 5:30 p.m. So, but if you already did 2 hours in the morning of prospecting and another hour during lunchtime, guess what? It doesn't really matter if you're missing the afternoon session of phone calls or prospecting because you're meeting with this client that you already converted during the time you were calling. Simple as that. So trust me, calendar, please, really, really switch that in your brain and run your life in the way you wanted to run your life with your calendar. If it's not in the calendar, it doesn't exist. Every single activity you do in the business and the personal life should be in your calendar. Please take a minute, study the Gmail, Google Calendar, or any other calendar you want. But again, we're running on Gmail. And make sure you put reminders. If you put a reminder or you put an appointment in your Google Calendar, you actually can choose if you want to have a reminder 15 minutes earlier, if it's going to send you a notification to your cell phone, when to leave, so you're always going to be on time. Thank you so much. Bye, Rockstar.